Family Leonardo, me Nasiladi on multimedia, the CEO voice of Salon. Today I come for talk to now, my family, make una continue to subscribe to our YouTube channel and share to our friends them. As we always try to bring for the latest news what they happen around Salon, whether it be politics or any other news them, what they happen or gossip, what they bring out to live and direct. So please, my family, don't forget to subscribe and share to our friends them. You wanna touch the bell icon so that you don't miss any video we will try for bring out to now. So that's also we want make una don't forget also for subscribe to we TikTok channel on TikTok and also on Facebook or Facebook page or the Voice of Salon or also the on Instagram Voice of Salon. Please family, and don't forget to share. Okay, thank you now. Tata.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. May 12th, 2025. Today na May 12th, 2025. Yesterday, of course, now May 11th, Bob Marley night. I don't follow up with the happy no back. You only imagine. Bob Marley man there. Lord of mercy. But anyways, you see, before I even go into the conversation deep now, I'll just highlight one or two things. I hear brother Gaddafi, I hear audio, thank you. Because like how they say, I mean, over the years, so I did with it, myself, Cashbox, my brother Comrade Koita, and People's Power for a while, also did that world beat, that we steady. For us, for we, it's not about supporting person, it's ideologies at the end of the day. We did think through things effectively and make a decision. So take it be with your brother, like in the case of Alfred Peter Conte. But we say, what's it? The strategy applied now, not go work right now. Now take from this other approach, at least if anything, to get the results we want. And when you fet the salon politics, once you are on land, fet from the top can down. You fet from the bottom go up. Meaning, say you have to educate and sensitize the people first at the lower level. And then they're able to understand you battle, that you can take it out for go up. If you say the fet them wire, then part there, then and escroma them the answer, and then you fet them from the top, the average seller, they see the vision. So I make we say we focus with energy on civic education, sensitize and educate the people at the lower level, and then we work our way through and all the way up. They like it, all don't see them. Now they will so now. Everything we say with strategic, patience, we for achieve the objectives that we desire. The empire that then disgrace themselves, that then show themselves. They like today we get elections, we win the election, and say they don't want the victory, then they move on. They sell to Marabio. So we as Sierra Leoneans now, and we get the responsibility for making an informed decision. So thank you, brother Gaddafi. I listen to your message, and every little feedback helps. One thing over the years, minutes of possibly, they can say, if the adulations, if the likes makes you happy, then that means the hates and the dislikes will make you unhappy. So over the years, with my experience on social media, I don't learn for understand, say, appreciate people, because everybody gets, I'm sure, until people prove otherwise, but they get good intentions and, and go with it. But one thing I know, every little bit of, gratification helps, but I take it with a pinch of salt and move on, So we always don't steady in with decision-making process. Sierra Leone is a small, beautiful country. It's one of the most beautiful countries on the face of the earth. We are blessed with everything. Sierra Leoneans are very wonderful people. Unfortunately, we don't make the mistakes of, look at the president who will get elected today. Somebody will, again, let's make this very clear. When we talk about council flats, and I will get Andy, but I just want to say, okay, at least, thank you, brother Gaddafi. Also, brother English, the guy with the poem. We hear you, we don't see your poem. Share on my WhatsApp channel, and I believe say more people don't listen to the poem. Appreciate the poetry, the poetic skills. But the what I waves where the waves the tight where Whether English, the waves tight, the waves is correct. I say, yeah. Make I remember back in the day we said we between the waves were, yes, the tides of the ocean. Yeah, the waves get for go with the flow of the ocean we are. So, Brother English, we hear your point. Thank you. We appreciate you. And it goes a long way. It did at the books now. It did at the archives. People of Sierra Leone go always give us that poem, and then they go hear word and the power where you speak. Democracy is worth it, my brother. It's worth the sacrifices of all they make. So thank you on that. All right. Okay. Salon people, it's sad for we country. Some of us, it's like almost repetition at this point. But I know say just fight for calm and continue for solidify we position on some of the things that we've been saying. We see the Marabio Fatima Bio scandal, and thanks to we brother Come on Talk, we take that time there for go show we who side them people every day. There are many examples of people and we God don't pull out of poverty, we bless the society. There is this, I'm not a fan of, European football or whatever that is, right? Because me, I'm a big believer, say Africa, for the celebrate with African football team them. But unfortunately, we get useless leaders them. They don't create that kind of environment around sports. So we brother and sisters them delicate today, including Kashi. I don't forget to steam it. I don't even lazy, I don't even sabi, but I don't say yourself get a team. We brother problematic, Oatmeal himself, fans of and team that are England, I don't fault them. It is what it is. But the fact is, they like it today, we too don't see that we continue. We know say we leaders them so misguided. The SSF, the leader, they support the European team them. And so what do we use themselves left for now? Instead of we celebrate, we'll not get set for celebrate. Let us instead of celebrate because we'll not get team them for celebrate within Africa. All man they support European leagues, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, this, that, PSG, But anyways, sad times for the country. Sad times for the country. So we don't see what's in the happen, in Sierra Leone like today. We get the guy they say that footballer, people that we God bless. What's his name? Sadio Mani. Una correct me, una sabi, una sabi. But another Senegalese guy, Mani, they come on a poor environment, then come back and give. So God they bless everybody, regardless of your condition. We don't see boku. But when you look at Africa, it is not something we're proud of because people are for even giving Sierra Leone as an example, with all the mineral resources we'll get. They can't say again the other day. Kono outside diamond the commodity, they possibly die. Then the tie and BM bike for Gobera. Kono, now they diamond the komoto. But we possibly die. We don't get ambulance for transport them. Give them a peaceful, give them a decent, dignified burial. La motorbike, we tie the coffin. Hey boy, we tie the dead man. We tie the dead body to a motorbike. The tongue outside diamond the komoto. And then with the tie mortal man. But Africa, we get swear, bo. Sierra Leone, we get leader, we get swear, man. So you look people like this, Sadio Mane, other people, we don't get blessed. Then they give back to the community. Now make the film where this guy, Jagaban, where one thing where I be very appreciative of was the fact that, of course, he's giving back to his community in Sierra Leone instead of going involved in this 2028 agenda. It's so displeasing. It's very sad. It's very pathetic. It's so sad. But we see what's in the happy when Marabio and Fatima Bio every day. So I say all this to say, because we get Sierra Leoneans them, and for me, this is a very sensitive subject. We get Sierra Leoneans them where they live that council flats in England. These are good people. They just need support for getting on their feet. We get Sierra Leoneans where they live in America, they're already on Section 8 as well. These are good people. They're not the lowest of the low. No. People need help for get on their feet. And that is the beauty of this part of the world, because the social services what we talk about, even for we apply at Sierra Leone, for like with people, they live in them pan body, they live in them crew bay, then sopit, then slum them. We for provide housing for we people, affordable housing. We see how we Papa Shaki build low-cost housing them, where they don't SLPP, don't capture all, they don't come bring the people in. Pull the people the upline, kind of behind the preserve. Usari, we don't put us, preserve land them. The green belt area, they all inside in the Doi field skates and bring the people in from the southeast for occupy Freetown so that we get pull votes at Freetown. We don't see them over the years. So all of these things we talk about we mention them. So people that they live that inside and they low-cost housing and that is part of the world. Very dignified life, because that is what we ask for. So the next thing that you go look, you say, God don't pull me by this kind of poverty. Where again, and Eskoroma, where we talk about people and we're just useless. You need for even do due diligence. And Eskoroma, if the APC na be a serious party, I guarantee you now, SLPP, if now there's somebody be in an APC so, where they fight for contest presidency, and they live in a council flat, I guarantee you now, SLPP before they expose that one day, thoroughly and heavily. Therefore, capitalize on that one. They will take the average person in a village, they know and understand what it means for in a council flat. So to this person who can bring calm. Because while this person don't prove, because again, a very sensitive subject for people who are in a council flat and not even feel offended. Because some of them, they can get integrity. Some of them can pull them from council flats who can give them presidency, then go govern and rule accordingly. Because they know side and come out and they know say, okay, the poverty will make come up. Like I improve the lives of the people. So there are Sierra Leoneans. I just want to clear this. So if I come now, they talk, I don't clear that side, they do, not take offense to what they say. Because there is nothing wrong with staying in council flat. Even though it's public housing, at least they make it easy for people and forget them place for sleep. So it's a beautiful thing. But when you get people like Marabio, maybe don't prove to we already say he's a criminal, he's a thief. They get like a Fatima Bio. They act all in life. Fatima Bio in life is all about acting. You don't act, stay, you don't reach back, you don't become first lady legally for between 2018 to 2023 because she's not currently the first lady of Sierra Leone. The first lady of Sierra Leone is Mrs. Amora Kamara, and the first lady of Sierra Leone. Fatima Bio was first lady of Sierra Leone legitimately from 2018 to 2023. After the elections, and still didn't tiff the elections. So she's not a legal first lady with her name. Yeah, people around they act all in life. But for letting APC allow somebody to live in a council flat, we already get a track record of criminology, possibly involving 2 coups, 2 military coups, and 2 electoral coups with Marabiro involving. And Eskoroma create an enabling environment for this person for come and thrive and be president elected today. Well, the president 2018 to 2023, because he's not a president today. So with the student in there, then what would they expect? He's a thief. Because you don't live a low life, then a council flat, and don't get nothing. He's a beggar. He can make a president. What would I expect? These are the things we've been saying over the years. And I mean, say person back where they live a good life. In America, they live the Fidos, they drive 5 motorcar. It don't mean say they can go back, they don't go become corrupt. So take people like Austin Demby there, with the Minister of Health, the delegate today. Take the kind of Yumkelas there. If the kind of Yumkelas can be corrupt, then anybody where they live a very standard life, it don't mean so okay. We got for watch they evaluate and let them prove themselves. Also. Because if people like kind of Yumkelas don't get pension in the United Nations system, kind of Sierra Leone corrupt and back. It fail millions of people. When they look at resume, they say, hey, this man, we are proud of a Sierra Leonean. We don't achieve these heights, reach to this level. As Sierra Leoneans, we don't forget about that for yourself. When you see somebody do well, and then they advocate back within our politics, so now, can the UK must be sharp like a way they talk. So I say, oh, I demand this. This man is intelligent, he don't work at the international community. This man, they come back and they challenge these powers that be. But I say, no, bro, I demand this, bro. Many Sierra Leoneans fall for that. Only for let this man be corrupted again. And show himself, no, so we show himself, I mean, could come after him back, we deal with her accordingly. We put her inside the gutter where he deserve for the back. I did this so they like it today. That gutter. Not the area, no. So there are lots of people where they don't live good life, they get good job, good host, drive 5 motorcar, get everything, great family, then go back to Sierra Leone and become corrupt. Because they were already corrupt. It is in them. A thief is not a thief because he stole. Thief man, the thief, because that thief man is inside. Also because we go thief something and make it become a thief. He already don't be a thief from within. So you just wait for let the circumstance permeate that environment for a thief. You go thief. When we look at Sierra Leone, the state of affairs of we country with people, the suffering when they go through, bro, we know so we get a moral responsibility for lift Sierra Leone out of what they like today. We people don't deserve the level of suffering when they undergo. We people deserve so much more. It is a fact. We don't see it. So thank you to our brother. Come and talk. We go show you Usai Fatima Bio and Mara Bio Bide. So when you take people like Adani, enable for afford Rolex, enable for afford a nice car, they enable for afford a nice home, you can't give them power. If they're already corrupt from the core, within the core, that is what you see like today Fatima Bio Council. Consolidated fund, not to begin get money. African Express brilliant publication in the out. They can't deny force. When they produce the evidence, they say, who's not expect me for pull money? Their money and they also take up. They go buy host them. Host. What's the dream of all these years? We might with this one now. Like host business again, I ain't gonna worry you. If I go to Sierra Leone, I forgo run for go below or go buy host them across the world. No. Because that is not my thought process. My thought process, I already don't get a foundation. The one who is serving me, Sierra Leoneans, they don't say we focus now for humanity. It's how we go uplift and bring Sierra Leoneans out of poverty. How we go improve our healthcare system. How we go improve our housing system. How we go improve our educational system. Those are the things we think about now. It's not about material gains anymore. It's not about watches. It's not about clothes. I don't get all the clothes I need. I can then not buy clothes again till I die. I'm okay. Waiting to because I don't afford that before power kind of me. But when you take people like Marabio, the clothes the way they wear now, the watch the way they wear, the motorcar the way they drive, these are things that minus coup d'etats were involved in. It would have never been able to achieve that in life. Mauna worked 22 years, now go put to become president. What would you expect? What would you expect? We know all the people in England where they use for buy property them, but that in another case for another day. Let me say to Dr. Zuma Kamara, if Dr. Zuma Kamara feels when he becomes the president, he can forget on that, long move on, long left the wire, long go about business, where they can fix this country now for them, let them continue their lucky. No, not a responsibility for go after them, but for make sure, say, as president, he mandates to the general to open up thorough investigations to bring back the loot. We have to bring back the loot. We have to bring it back. Whilst he's focused on developing and improving Sierra Leoneans, we need to have for support. For make sure, say yes, the lives of Sierra Leoneans are transformed. But we have to not let these people, where they commit these kinds of broad thievery, broad daylight thieving, we not for allow them forget away with this because it could be a continuous cycle. SLPP do and back when they left power in 2002. We see how we forgive them, we move on, and it's Koroma in the name of peace. Take the disarmament, demobilization, and integration program, the amount of thief will take place under, not to come on. Money not benefits people, but they like it today. That's what they left them. Oh, left them, the same people, and then come back so. They come back, they loot again. So it's a vicious cycle. We continue for left, they will allow them. So therefore, whilst this ongoing political transition is taking effect, we don't know when, we don't get a timeline yet. We're not hearing from Dr. Zuma Kamara for giving clarity. We're not hearing from the international community, the UN representative, for giving clarity on the ongoing political transition. We're not expecting from the SLPP Marabio, for anything on a C Marabio. There's a symposium today where they call a leadership colloquium, where the vice president, former vice president of Nigeria, the Council of Leon today, they announced yesterday. And they tell you, say, the man, no. And don't say if he be put on the 1 week out, like sometimes the vice president of the camp, they come like with the one life, what they do for us for that 1 day. And not the camps alone. So what they do, they hide the program. But I make a show mother be normal for say, hey, information is out there now. The guy who can organize the leadership colloquium, he call himself Ashish Thakar. The guy will drop out of school at the age of 15, he engage in business system. I think that a smart guy in a way. You know, turn $5,000 loan into a $1 billion business. Who's one in Yonde for can do leadership colloquium? The Marabiona in the star of the program for can talk about leadership. You see, this is the problem where we get ineffective opposition. The opposition, they don't go here and not talk about this. Marabiore continue for seek legitimacy. So to what extent did they go? But the former vice president of Nigeria, this Salon, Professor Osinbajo, whether they destroy Nigeria, Nigeria is just totally destroyed. People don't get safety again. Nigerians are not safe to travel because they go kidnap them. This guy been in a power as the vice president. Ineffective leadership of Nigeria. Now, pastor, but they were that they all destroy Africa. And then Sierra Leone is a keynote speaker. Marabiona, the star of the show. What's in who? Because it affects legitimacy. Because the man no say it's not the president. So why is there this ongoing political transition? Now make I tell Dr. Suma Kamara. At this point now, bruh, open the fight. You don't do very well, Dr. Suma Kamara. You don't preserve and protect the integrity of the process. So this point, say them push you, go begin deploy security guard in front of you, where make sense you tweet out and say there's an ongoing political transition. That means there's an ongoing transition where it means that they can't change power. Then they hand over power to you. Political transition means say one party they hand over power to the other party. That is simple. Political transition. We don't say ongoing political review process. We say ongoing political transition. It means we're in the process of handing over power to you as the rightful winner of the president of the elections of June 24, 2023. So that they push you for like you tweet that tweet, because otherwise, before you even talk, we're not for no. So when they said I'll open the fete where they reach now, bring it to the people now. Dr. Suma Kamara, come out now, tell me exactly what it is. It's over. Let me help you now for fete now for all reach the finish line. Because Marabio still the this legitimacy, they continue for lie to people. When they see them here now and they say, oh, the former vice president of Nigeria, Kamala Sierra Leone, they can't talk about leadership. It is sell this false narrative to them. You come now, lighten the load, let the people understand exactly where we are with the process. That is all we're asking for. Let we know the time frame now, the framework of this process. Who are they in charge? Who are they lead this ongoing political transition? Is it the United Nations representative to Sierra Leone? So Sierra Leoneans will get an understanding. Okay, there is a timeline between now to June. So dates are the date for handover. Inauguration is so day. So people go understand and begin prepare with self now. Let we know. Let we not just be taken aback. Then we'll go for this fete here smoothly and easily. Let us bust this bubble, Dr. Suma Kamara. Let us bust this balloon, brah. You know what you're talking? No, bossa. Let this nonsense game with Marabiore play. Let's stop. Now, the former vice president of Nigeria, the Kamala Sierra Leone. You see, these are the things what they say. Sierra Leoneans, we see now the one place. Fatima Biore buy property, them upon property. Then property, they don't get for Keragono side. We see in Bobo, they wear Richard Millie watch. Either not the fake one or not the real one. If not the fake one, na $600 at least. If not the real one, it reached $2 million. A body bate, it begin from the $100,000 to $3, $4, $6 million, depending. Because I know say Drake, why musician Drake, again Richard Millie watch way, it's how many millions of dollars, anyways. So they go. Fatima being Bobo, also the first Russia with money. He use money as cell phone in the talk. Then people here they play with money. When Bella woman go die, for every one Bella woman we go die, where they go for go born picking. It didn't the land, it didn't the hand, and then cause them the death of these people in the hand. For anybody who go hospital, the amount of people where they die, some people the amount of people where they die, they go do small procedure and kind of host they die. The malpractice that I come today in our healthcare, the rate of people that are dying, it is unfathomable. But they read here, all thing is silent. The newspaper them, the news, the one way they supply with the news that they come to you, everything is tightly controlled by the government. Where you go read the only issue them, you hear like a yenga. All man come, yenga. But when it comes to the core issues, like this property and also this thieving, Fatima Biore keep the council flat. But what do we know it's money for? This is not legislation. Because the British people now, they get for make sure say they monitor this council flat. Everybody, they get for conduct a massive audit within the system now. For check people that we get council flat, their finances, because they know say the council flat in the Guna, although it don't get income based, it is not income based, I must say, but at least now for people and we need help, with housing. And it's reasonable, it's cheaper compared, to regular housing in the country. So we know all of these things. And also they for engage massive audits now for ensure say they bring some sanity into the process. How one person could on become a first lady in another country, still they keep the flat, while 336,000 people in the United Kingdom, they wait for get access to the flat. The same greediness when they come with Sierra Leone, now the same greed now they keep back to London. And this is why God they fed for we. Where God want disgrace people and that's why he disgrace them. Because all Fatima be able to do was to hand over the house, the council flat where they give them, the subsidized housing where they give. Say, you know what, write a letter, thank the British people for say, God don't bless we now like today. May us band don't become president 2018. Where they move go Sierra Leone. Therefore, honorably we want to hand over the council flat and we want to tell the British people and very much, thanks and appreciation for waiting and do for we all these years when they give away a council flat. That would have been the approach. But greediness, all thing for me, and God now fit for we country. Now I make you expose them so back to the eyes of the witch man. They go see the same greedy. I mean, they go see how they buy us there in Gambia, buy us there in England, buy us there all over the world. They use other people. We know the people that they use. We know the people that it's a matter of time. And they use for buy property across the world. Even as California now, across the San Francisco area, all the people that they don't buy. We sabi all thing. Well, they wait. It's a matter of time. They will say they will seize the all. You have to show us. So you pull the money. You're the president. That must not your salary. Now gift and you. If not gift, you declare the gift. But we know the processes. How much like your salary for our Ford mansions? Huh? How much like your salary? We know. People in the suffer our country, healthcare not better, roads not better, water not there, clean drinking water. People they die of typhoid, malaria. Huh? Today the mosquito them big in the country like a waiting. Mosquito they survive because the country filthy and dirty. Both Sierra Leoneans, we deserve better. So they see all of these things where they happening. I mean, could they wait? Would they call on Dr. Somar Kamara in the international community? Ongoing political transition. Whose side we there? What is the status? It's a shame. 2 years after the election, Gambia will see Yaya Jammeh. December 19 the election happen. By the time they say January, they're not going to remove her. But Nigeria, what they rely on? ECOWAS, the president of ECOWAS, that Tinubu, when they for come, make sure say they implement the recommendations of the tripartite. ECOWAS they make like they don't understand because the opposition wait for be effective, not effective. All man they make like they don't understand. The tripartite report don't come out. They say, hey, Dr. Suma Kamara win the elections. When I come now and hand over power to this man. But now we know so there is an ongoing political transition. Why this process slow? Sadiq Cashbox be worried, say that they fool somebody. Now we know so okay, they fool Dr. Suma Kamara. Because you can't tell us there is an ongoing political transition. It means something is ongoing. It means in the Neonam, there is a team put together where they look at how to hand over power now from Marabia to Toksuma Kamara. Ongoing political transition. Whose side we dey? What is the timeline? What is the framework? We want for no. The marathon will run, yes. Marathon self gets ending. How far? Whose side we dey now? We don't reach 24 miles. We left 2 miles now for we reach 26. Toksuma Kamara, you can forgive me clarity. This is what we're asking for. At least you don't do well, like I say again, you don't hold the process. You manage them very well. You see how you manage the process. Nobody don't know what's in the happen. I like that. We're glad. But we don't reach the point now where you don't care, you don't tell me say that it's an ongoing political transition. It means people know they look now how to hand over power from Marabio to you. What's in they look at? Are they looking at how, would I forget asylum? Would I forget clemency? Marabio they ask for like gets a peaceful exit, no prosecution. Are those the things that they work on in the background? No, we know. If they ask for it, not prosecute them, you don't put your ground, you don't team up, say no. I mean, at the end of the day, people die, they lost their lives. And the ICC gets a responsibility for give justice. If we never provide justice, the ICC. So I didn't negotiate. Now, what's in the go on, Dr. Makamara? We want no. At this point, bro, open the feds for we all now. So easy for we. Open the feds for we all, bro. And they go crash you, you see, don't suffer, you not talk. And they go begin put security guard in front of yours. We make you put and push you to the point where you say that it's an ongoing political transition. You call on the international community. We're involved in this ongoing political transition. That is not we don't take that word in lightly. You don't say ongoing political review. We don't say that they review the constitution. We don't say that they review the electoral laws. We not get lack of laws. So we're not worried about inside the day. That is that they try the. We not care about electoral review, electoral law. We not care. We always then get law away for protect with democracy. Then they fail for abide by those laws all the time, including June 24, 2023. It is very clear out there for tabulating results. So we're not worried about Andy. So you don't say ongoing political review. You say this ongoing political transition. That's about ongoing political transition after a disputed elections. It means we don't come to a resolution. 71% of the RRF forms then show say you get 57.15% of the vote. Now you win the election. Ongoing political transition means say then they hand over power from Marabio to you. Open up this fight now. Let we see the reality. Let we know how we can engage this fight. Let we finish this marathon. Yeah. But one thing I know, you promise we, you tell we say, where you tire, you can't tell we say you don't tire. So that they will not worry about that. But the fact is, now the can of worms, you don't open up. Ongoing political transition. Come local help you for close the gap now, bruh. Can't give you the information. Madam, you're not going to forgive you. The international community might not, but you open up now. Left the feds give you no more now to Samakabara. You can't open up, you left the feds give you now. Left the feds give Salon people. Salon people, now this far around Camo. Now this they go now. The ongoing political transition is on. Now the international community, the United Nations representative, now the Adam, this now the side of day, this now the timeline. Now by this so time now the projecting Marabio go hand over the power to me. You can't left, but you just can't left and give we no more now. So left and so no more. It's over. You just can't left and give we now the people of Sierra Leone. You don't do well for them. You don't cover take to this point. Now 2 years so you don't be here. You get patient, bruh. You get patient. The patient when you get, we're gonna learn who they learn now. I don't know if you will learn from you, so I don't think so. We're gonna patient day. We're gonna get patient. Then go and kill Mawa in front of you. No Mawa then kill her for waiting. Just because they don't say you win election for silence you. Where you get patient, you don't try, Dr. Kabara. You don't try. Can't open this fact now, left her for we. You give we all tea we need for no more now. Let we take her from there. Hey, bruh, you can left and give it now. Let you go sit down. You go sit down, you fall no more now, you fall foot. Can't scatter all tea for Willow here. But Salon people, this is what we'll get there like today. Somebody will leave a council flat. Now I make a name for hand over power to be peacefully. Because they think of I for enrich himself, I for thief. Like thief take away, be say where they left this power. Because that's what they tell us, say, hey, this time don't make mistake, or that mistake where you make the first, don't make again. So the man don't thief take nobody, Baba the Camara, the timber, over $250 million plus. Me no say the timber, it pass $500 million where they make from the timber. So man, be upset. You don't get money, but you want more. And I get for make a disgrace. If you not take care by God in power, like can't do Samuel do. That's what man be go hand. Be angry no more power. Be angry power. Hunger. Thirst power. That's when they go meet their fate. No matter waiting, it will meet you fate. It will be terrible. Hand over power peacefully. People in the kind of power, they can do bad things their way for hand over power and I don't become trouble. Now like a Marabio. Kill Lamakeni, Pademba Road Prison Massacre, Tonkolili, Lunsar, Man 91, Ibrahim Fula. That one of family of Ibrahim Fula, they go kill them because of August 8, 9, and 10 protests. Kill with people that are treated because of protest. Lock opposition people them. No account for the people them. Torture them, kill them. They like today some family members that are even Sabusai and brother and sister and they. All of these things don't haunt Marabio. High for hand over power now because you don't say ICC they wait for her. So Dr. Kamara, can open up this fete for we? Let no side we did. Let push this man out. Some people in the country sad. But Fatima Bio and Marabio, they don't say the news cycle are 72 hours. They don't say all this, say, hey, they don't go buy us. They buy us. Hey, they cancel flats. They don't say that 72 hours. And they die in Sierra Leone. We wait for see if the one day we get a news channel, 98.1, the AYV, they will sister they out at Liberty TV. Let's see if they will form their own opinions around these issues. Not for call people that don't for interview. When I say get opinion as journalists, they want to form an opinion. They want to share an opinion. They want to feel about the situation there. But today, that kind of a journalism they are absent. Independent journalism not they get at Sierra Leone. But then call people and can interview the people and talk. But them as journalists cannot talk about these issues, give their opinions because they go shut down and station them. If Liberty TV try, let them come, let Mabel and Khadija, let them also just sit down, then talk about this issue, share their opinion, how they feel about her, how they translate to the people. When I go see they shut down Liberty TV today, 98.1, hey, why if you all of these, then go shut them down today. So the only way they survive, that pastor get guests there for calm. The guests they can't talk. Then they say, not to them that the guests they can't talk. This is what is happening. There's no independence in journalism anymore in the country. Then they talk about the issues that we people are on for Yeri. If we not can talk and somebody don't understand everything they happen. Now we they mix Bokuman can know what's in the go on the country. Say today, May 12th, Marabio get a leadership colloquium. But then they get a leadership talk. We Ashish Takar. What's in a young politics and Rosabi for can bring leadership talk. Who's kind? So they run them PR campaign farm. So they run PR campaign farm. They go PR. What's in PR? Most they not PR. That God Sabi. Go bring the former vice president of Nigeria. In this salon today, I said talk to us. They're all for waiting for give Marabio legitimacy. But again, legitimacy as stipulated in the constitution comes from the people. When you don't get the legitimacy of the people, no matter what you do, nothing is going to happen. There, today, we say that the Constitution, Section 5, subsection 2A, through this Constitution, sovereignty belongs to the people. The government derives its legitimacy, its authority, and its power from the people. Therefore, Madabio, in legitimacy or Madabio, not from the people. If you don't get salon people, and no say so you know the president today. If you don't get legitimacy from the people, nothing will happen. You know get time. Donald Trump self not forgive legitimacy. I like Donald Trump can right now today a kind of salon for Kauli and Europe. They give you legitimacy because the people of the country that then get legitimacy, that then go vote. When the people vote, allow their voices for speak. They say they don't want you, get it to by force. Man, when woman say they don't want you, get it to by force. Left up. It don't even deserve explanation. If woman grab today, say I don't want you again. No ask her why. Because you ask her why, you always to them. Man, oh, you say, woman, man tell you say today I don't want you again. No ask her what you happy, what you do you. No. If you see come and talk what day we talk, you don't talk lightly, oh. You don't tell you the plunder. You make it can't tell you for say I don't want you again. No ask her. What you know? Because you always to tell. Man, the people don't want you again. No matter what you do, the people of Sierra Leone don't want you. You lack legitimacy. You lack power. And you lack authority. Because the people love you are. You don't continue for be thieves, crook, and criminal. Marabio, you go down in the books of history. Like I say again, Marabio and the Mauron commit the most atrocity inside Sierra Leone. And all they did at the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. Also, I didn't talk and say, during the 3 months of Marabio, that didn't cut people hand the most. It inside the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. And then cut people. I remember where they say election before peace. People say it's a peace before election. People say election before peace. Remember, Marabio say peace before election. Now he's sending soldier man the rebel, the RUF, you know, saying Sister Agnes Bio, insist. Not so girl people they keep the drug lord. In Sister Agnes Bio, a family they get swear, but I swear to God. The boy I look at him die. Steve Bio, you go buy, he supply the army, he supply the rebel them. Bo Ades Kuruma is a piece of shit. Anyways, I left at this one. Ades Kuruma don't look all the things they did that Marabio encourage. Just for spite people like John Benjamin them. Spite the kind of Yumkela them. All of these people will be stand. Pasuma no kapende. Ades Kuruma, just because he be want for go against the all, he go put Marabio over them. He support Marabio delicately. Destroy the country. That just short 10 days, 3 months, Marabio, he make them cut people around them. He say, you want vote, away again, and make it a vote. Just for stop the election there in process. So now, even to about talk all in the day. This man commits the most crimes. It don't involve in 2 coups. 2 coups d'etat, Marabio don't involve. And they don't involve in 2 electoral coups. And they talk anything there, salon people don't pay attention. 1992 coup, he ended it. 1996 coup, we overthrow Strasser. Matter of fact, where's Strasser? He overthrow Strasser. Then inside the same 1996 back, now he say, now he knows how greedy be work for the SLPP kind of power. Karifa Smart win the election, UNPP win the election, Marabio tiff the election, and Karifa Smart here. Again to Tijankaba. Then 2023, so back this election back, electoral coup. Marabio handed it back. With Mohamed Kanawi Kone and the members of parliament, including Jerry Koko. This man don't commit the most atrocious crimes that we nation. That is why I encourage people to only talk about electoral justice. You cannot be speaking about electoral justice. You don't talk against Fatima Bio and Marabio. You are hypocritical. You don't talk about electoral justice. They go against APC, but you don't talk about Fatima Bio and Marabio. You didn't mention them. You are a hypocrite. Now. They people don't destroy we country. You cannot be talking about the APC. We don't make it easy for Marabio. You left Marabio and Fatima Bio. If you don't mention the name, then you must. Where they do audio with everything, we're not happy. Now all are part of the problem. Get the fuck out of social media. Get the heck out. Not talk about electoral justice anymore. If you cannot talk about Marabio and everything we do, including Fatima Bio, just get the hell away from the electoral justice. You're a hypocrite. APC do this everything, but you didn't talk about Marabio, you didn't talk against Fatima Bio. You're a hypocrite. We get book off these people in Sierra Leone. Look, Ibrahim Bangura, they want for the contest presidency. In name for mention Marabio in name like mod. The guy they talk safe. I say, Alex Kurba, I say, na coach them. Na coach Cheriko Kubak, he says strategic silence. You know for talk, not talk. Oh, you guys like politics, you they talk. We they talk for you. We go deal with you now. That they useless here. Now big fool like a witty. When you don't want for talk, not guys like politics. Live your private life. Go do business. I tell you, we already sabi yourself. We don't know about you. But guys like politics, say you talk. You crazy? You sober? And then useless thing on a big fool like a witty. You want to listen to the Alex Kurba, big fool guy there. They were. It's enough for talk about politics. They will come and go lick on you. Foolish on you. Useless mortal man anywhere. Poor we country. You come about politics, so you don't talk. I make you know the members of parliament, they old town hall, and they engage the people. They just sit on and left her. Marabio do what you want for. Do I want her? They say no talk. Strategic silence. Stupid fool them. They were stupid fool them. Politician, you have to engage your people. You talk. Exactly what is necessary. You have to talk. But you don't need silence for 5 years and they kill people and go to market, kill front you don't want. You shut up. People they say, but this man, I would say, I guess strategy, they work at the background. Come on, understand what they do. Also, not left and force, but not watch her. The man come on out, they don't put her exile. They exile in Nigeria for talk, for talk today. For an audio night leak, they vex for Samurai instead of a talk against Marabio. I don't want to see people who are useless like an Scrubani type there. Useless idiot. Big fool, nasty mortal man. You know, useless idiots, man. Who's kind? You don't make no common sense. The average person in a village chef go say no, bo, and Scrubani full, bo. But you don't go outside again. You don't say Marabio to chase you. This man wait for if I don't put a podcast together, say, for the talk about issues.